Hey, folks, welcome to Affiliate Nerd Out Real Talk Friday edition. My guest is always Christen Evans. What's up?
Nada, how are you? How was your week?
So good. So
So
good.
good.
Really chill week to focus on content, and I killed it. So
Love that for you. Love
got
that.
this fresh thing about ManyChat. It's up here. Shit, how you do that? ManyChat. I'll even put it down below, but this is something I've been theorizing on and wanting to do forever, just to make a video for influencers to like optimize their Instagram.
Okay.
So uh ManyChat is this super cool tool. Just go check out the video and do the thing. But the basis of it is uh in Instagram, you make a call to action, say, hey, put the word many in the chat in the comments. And when they do, it'll DM them directly your affiliate link to that
Oh,
product.
that's cool.
So my goal here is for all affiliate managers that are working with influencers on Instagram to utilize this video, share it with people, and people will take care of or start using ManyChat because it's super cool $10 a month tool.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
So that was a big piece of content that I've been waiting to get out there, but that was my big win, I guess. How are things with you?
Good. The week started out off a little weird, a little bit of like personal whiplash. I got stung by a wasp by my kid's school. I was doing school drop off and I got stung first on the wrist and then twice on my skull. Don't recommend, 0 out of 10, no stars.
0 out of 10.
Not the best experience ever. But then later that same day, I found out that Taylor Swift is dropping a new album. So, my whole world just completely.
Oh, it's the whirlwind, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, it's been kind of a wild week, but also a good one. Some new good potential business connections, which I love. A couple new projects, which I love. But yeah, just one of those weeks. Just kind of had some weird moments to it.
I don't mind bee and wasp stings. Gives you a little natural buzz. But
Sure, if that's what you want to call it.
three's a little aggressive. I'm just looking for one or two. But
Just one or two, just to keep it,
three, I don't need to be drunk. All right. Like,
it was wild. So yeah, there's like rosemary bushes right by kind of like the kindergarten part of the school. And when I drop Dexter off, I kind of like make a loop because it's like a good hour and a half, or not hour and a half, mile and a half walk in the morning, which is a great way to start my day. But I was wearing, as I usually do, I was wearing a bunch of bracelets and, shiny gold. And this bugger came up, stung me in the wrist first. And then I think when I went to like react, it yeeted into my hair and then got stuck in my hair. So like I could just feel it like crawling and stinging on my scalp. And I must have looked like an absolute crazy person trying to like get it out of my hair right by the school there. It was weird. But it was like an adrenaline rush a little bit until the swelling started. And then it was just like a headache in a way that I could like not really describe. It was the weirdest sensation. But yeah, getting stung on the head is not something I would recommend ever.
I say this all the time. I don't mind getting sick every once in a while because I love the feeling of being 100% again.
Getting better.
Yeah. And that gratefulness you have for good health. So tough run. Sorry about that, but it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, apparently. All right. One thing I wanted to talk to you about this week, because I think it's something that you and I don't necessarily always agree on, is how to schedule a call and the best way to do it. So you made an intro for me this week, which I'm eternally grateful for, as you know. And that person and I are, the next step is for us to schedule a call. And so when I asked them for availabilities, you then messaged me and you're like, use a calendar link.
Yeah.
With like the undertones of you idiot.
Yeah, I did. And yeah, I was trying to get to the point. Yes. And thank you for not using like an aggressive voice like in my text. But yeah, I am of the mind of Calendly links has been the greatest time saver I think I've ever seen. when I first saw somebody use one, I was like, what? Yes, absolutely. And anytime anybody sends me a link, I'm going to schedule a call on that thing because I hate the back and forth. But
Sure.
then you've got old school people that are like, oh, you can't put that link in there. I'm not going to use that. That's so rude. Or like, you have a different thought process here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a little bit impersonal, and I think that my thing is that, like, I've had people approach me about, like, setting up a meeting, and they'll be like, "Hey, I wanna discuss blah, blah, blah with you." I'm like, "Okay, great. Let's do it. Here's the times I'm available," and then they'll respond with a calendar link, and I'm like, "I just told you when
Oh,
I'm available,"
right.
and, like, that and I think that's where that comes from, or it's like, it sometimes feels very presumptuous just to be like, here's a link, and whereas I think that there's a little bit of like relationship fostering about like, hey, what are your availabilities, or whatever. And like I totally understand where you're coming from, but I also think that some of your love for automation might also come from your military background, which is
Hmm.
just something that, like, because you and Nick in particular both really love automation and like in that way, and I think it's an efficiency thing, and I think that's something that you guys, it comes as kind of part of your military background. Because certainly I'm not like, I'm more like, man, I'll go back and forth with you all day long on like times and availabilities, but that's because we're having a conversation, we're having
Yeah.
rapport. But like, I see both sides of it, but I do think that there is a tactful way to use calendar links. And the suggestion that you gave me was actually like, that was perfect. And I had
Okay.
nothing snappy or sassy to say back to that, though I really wanted to.
Yeah. Sure. And I agree. The point that you made about hey, here's my availability, and then they send you a link. I agree. That is rude.
Yeah.
Like, we've already got to that point. Just finish up. Like, if anybody ever sends me their availability, I immediately go to my calendar and I find the spot and I send them a link. I
Yeah.
don't even reply back. I just set it up.
Yeah.
Like, that's enough. But yes, I like this phrase. I use this all the time. Is let me know your availability, or if it's easier for you, my calendar link is below if you want to grab a time.
Yeah.
And that puts it in their court. They can reply back and let me schedule it, or they can just push that button and schedule it, and it's easier.
I love that. And I think that that's like the happiest middle ground, especially, to please people who are a little bit, as you would say, old school in that way. And, but also satisfies like the automation process. But I do think that you have to kind of keep that open for both avenues, because you don't like, I mean, I do find when, your first response is like, just book a time on my calendar. I'm like, oh, but because that also adds like, it adds extra steps for me too. And like, I mean, it's not that much extra steps, but it is kind of depending on the conversation. Like,
Mm.
are you pursuing this person to talk to, and then you're going to send them this link, or are you like they're talking? It's situational, I think,
Hmm.
is what I'm getting at
Yeah,
ultimately.
that's fair. And I don't think your automation in the military thing is necessarily. I think that's happenstance. He was in
That's fair.
I
All
don't
of
know,
that.
what was he, National Guard or
Air Force.
Air Force? Yeah. I was in the Marines. Like, we had nothing to do with automation back in that day.
No,
But
I think it's more efficiency.
the efficiency, yes, agreed. But like, my efficiency needs comes from I'm spending too much useless time doing useless things that draw my attention away. I don't need to focus time here. I want to save time here so I can be stupid over here. And I think Nick has the same kind of concept for that. Judging
Whereas
out.
I'm like, let's just be stupid over email. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, so that's what that comes from. But
Yeah, I mean, I definitely not automation as a result of military, but I do think it's efficiency, because like he has also told me a couple of times, he's like, there's this like, I don't know, it's like the 7-second theory or something like that, where it's like, like if you go into a room to do something, like pick up something that you can take back to another room, because that'll save you 7 seconds. And like he would have to explain it better, but
Oh my God, I do that all the time. Yeah, absolutely. It's efficiency. Like I'm not going to pick up just one thing and walk it across a house. I'm going to pick up multiple things. And then from that room, I'm going to come back with something else.
This is where we are all just so different. I'm like, I'll walk into the room 4 times before I even forget to pick up a thing.
Oh,
and then I'll probably take other
drives
things
me
into that
insane.
place.
No, I can't do that. And it works the same on my computer too. Like I'm doing all these tasks at the same time, but I'm trying to get these done here and move them over here, because after I get those done, now I can move on to that next task. I'm living that efficiency life. Anyway, favorite person of the week, favorite phone call. What do you got?
So I actually didn't really meet anybody new this week, which is really weird and wild, but I'm about to record with Candice Massari from Fiat Growth. And she's actually somebody that I met through Nick, but she used to work with Nick's brother once upon a time. If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure I'm correct in that storyline, but I originally met her at Affiliate Summit 2 years ago. And then she had a post on LinkedIn recently that was kind of talking about like some of the struggles of working and going through perimenopause. And I was like, girl, come chat. Like, let's have a conversation. So we're going to record in about 15 minutes, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, just,
Super. All right.
Awesome. How about you?
Mine was a closing call with a client, guys over at billy.com, Elijah. He saw me on a podcast. He decided to buy this bundle I have of 10 hours of coaching and like auditing. And so I took a run through the program, gave him a great experience. And then he was super grateful at the end of it. He's like, hey, you went above and beyond what I thought this was going to be. Thank you so much. And that's a really good feeling when you get that phone call at the end. So that made me feel good. Need more of that in my life. Yeah, I guess that was it. No necessarily partner calls that I can think of outside of that.
Yeah. I had a couple decent wins. I finally got a super responsive person from Condé Nast, which I feel like is always one of those. It's like, pulling teeth to find someone, and then got them to join a couple of the programs that I'm working with the individual properties. So 5 individual properties for 2 different programs, which was huge, like, let's see what we do. But that's, being able to pull them off of a sub and being able to work with them directly is always a super huge win that I will take any day of the week.
Yes. Excellent. All right. That's about it for today. Anything else before we leave?
I don't think so.
Cool.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, have a good weekend. I'm going to go play some softball and enjoy myself. So
nice. I have a kid's birthday party tomorrow.
Oh, kids' birthdays. Beautiful. All right, folks. Thanks for joining in.